let's see. I'm in Vegas until the end of the week, and then we're headed out to Big Bear and Disney, and then I got to go back to Ohio for a week, and then hopefully, I process out and head somewhere.
Shit.
Oh man, this war is really messing things up, bro. They completely destroyed Kuwait. Like,
so that's done for now,
bro. The bases are destroyed. So, man, I talked to one of my buddies. I talked to two of my buddies. One was posting on Facebook like, "Hey man, I want to go home." It was like, "Hey man, you can't carry that title of combat firefighter without, the combat part."
Damn.
He goes, "Do you know that after we got bombed, or in between the bombing," he goes, "they told us to go out and, and fight some fires?" Yeah. That's exactly what you're paid to do. So you put your battle rattle on underneath your turnout gear and you go to work. How is this concept new to you?
Fuck, man.
And then I talked to my other buddy who is like command out there, and he said that as soon as the bomb started going, everybody quit. They didn't have enough people to staff trucks.
Motherfuckers ain't built for that, man. They thought they was gonna go out there and just fucking collect a check.
Man, and this is the same thing that hold on, I gotta send Aubrey the link. This is the same thing that happened in Iraq years ago when when they started replacing Americans with Filipinos. As soon as the bomb started dropping,
motherfuckers like,
wanted to go home.
We ain't signed up for this.
Man, the dude said that they've been getting hit with ballistic missiles. And then on top of that, fighter jets came in and started bombing them. He goes, it's nothing like we experienced in Iraq and Afghanistan. He goes, before, it was mortar attacks, like small arms fire, rockets. These are ballistic fucking missiles. He said, man, we got hit 9 times in a row with ballistic missiles, and then an F5 came through and started bombing the shit out of it. He said we ran out of ammunition and had to bounce.
And you run into this shit, man? You trying to get to the east or the middle? Bro.
Hey, man, the money's right.
Say, man, somebody gonna get paid for this. Why not me?
But that's the thing. It's like, man, these people are, some of them are just straight fucking pussy.
Nigga, don't nobody want to run in that shit. How do you defend? I know some bad motherfuckers, Tank. I know some. Nigga, this is different.
Like, this is what you signed up for. This is exactly what you signed up for.
When in training did they ever teach you this shit?
It's what's expected.
And you know how many times our job description, like, yeah, you do all this shit and we do about a third, if that. What's up, old painless?
What up, Cuddy?
What up, Cuddy? What up, man?
Yeah.
My apologies for being late as usual.
Hey, man, right? I'm just, bro, I ain't even read these topics yet.
Yeah. They've been on the move. They've been on the move.
Welcome to the I Don't Give a Fuck podcast. I just read it myself.
The Black Tea Party, folks. Black Tea Party, man. That's what we still got a name,
party.
Man.
Yeah, we do. We do. I'm talking.
AKA men's group talk therapy session. That's what it is. Weekly therapy session between some middle-aged black men.
AKA no ma'am. Founded by forefather Al Bundy. From Youngstown.
I forgot about them shirts, man.
Right. Mr. Ed O'Neill from Youngstown. Oh man. You just hope that he's just a cool dude and ain't went out like Chevy Chase, man. You know what I'm saying?
They said he's solid. I got a homegirl went to high school with whatever. She linked up with him and said he's pretty solid.
That's what's up.
Still grounded or whatever. He did I told you, man, TikTok is crazy. He did that skit with that meme where they were imitating Tupac when he was dissing Biggie. Well, that's why I fucked your bitch. And it was him.
With his daughter. With his black daughter.
Yeah.
His black daughter.
Ed O'Neill got it. Yeah, Ed O'Neill. Yeah, he got black kids, man.
He liked to fuck around in the Kimber Brooks.
lot.
Yeah.
Probably got a bad as Briar Hill.
yeah. Westlake.
That's where all the
Wait a
baddest
minute,
chicks
for
go,
real?
man.
Did he
Come
adopt
through
it?
there with Hennessy and some Newports, and you got a
Damn.
chick, man.
You got somebody leaving here with something.
I think I saw that, man.
Hey man, what y'all brothers? I don't know if y'all follow this shit, but this whole thing with Mr. Dak Prescott, aka the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. You hear what he did?
What happened?
Oh, the motherfucker pulled the plug on his wedding.
Good for him. Smart man.
Like right after the bachelor party.
What was that about?
They said this. They said rumor has it was about the prenup or whatever, but everybody else saying, or they trying to spin it saying it wasn't about that. This dude just signed an extension not too long ago, whatever, for $240 million. So I'm assuming that something went funky with the paperwork and she wasn't signing off on it. And I'm sure he was like, well, shit, cancel this one. I get another, And he sent out an email to all the people because they had a location wedding, which was in like a month or so in fucking Italy. And they had over 250 guests coming. He sent out emails about, sorry, y'all need to pray for us. And yeah, the shit's canceled. They got 2 little girls together. So it is what it is. Go ahead and pay that child support. It's cheaper than alimony.
Yeah, pay it all at once, man.
Yeah.
Why you got
Dak's paid. He's I think they say he's the highest paid NFL player. Because like 230 of that 240 is guaranteed.
Oh, he got that Cleveland Browns massage money.
Is he still at with the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I remember Dak, man. I remember he had this explosive year when I was there, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to bring, like, he led these motherfuckers all the way up to, was it the playoffs or the championship? And then they wanted to give what's my guy's name who was the quarterback before him?
Troy Aikman.
No.
Show you the last time I watched football.
Yeah, I'm not a Dallas fan by any means.
Yeah, they wanted to give that. They put that guy back in after this dude took them all the way up to the goddamn playoffs, and I was like, you can't be fucking serious. And I remember all these Dallas fans was like, I get it. I said, motherfucker, this dude is always fucking up. And this man took them to the playoffs. And y'all cheering this shit on. This the best year they done had in I don't know how long. And it just, I don't know. I just felt like mentioning that. Either way, man, yeah, good move, man. Because it's hard to know if you marrying for love after $1 million. After 100,000. After 50,000. You know what I'm saying?
Just saying that's a whole nother. And they said his net is over 200 already without this contract. He's already in the, he's good. He's solid. But
I know I'm married for love. I'm just saying we live. I don't know, man. When you see these, what's the young broad name? Young Miami. I don't know if you've seen the interview with her. I just was watching it. And the interviewer, he said, what's the minimum amount of money that a man got to have? And she said, $100 million.
See?
Yeah.
Men date down. Women don't.
But
they date like he need to match what I make or more. It's like they don't look at a dude like, this is what I make. This is what I do.
But
that's
you know what the problem is? In my opinion, the problem is with a lot of these motherfuckers is that these broads don't think that the man is dating down. They all think that they're like that this motherfucker is making the best choice that he can with his decision. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't think that these cats just be wanting to fuck them. They don't think that these cats just got disposable money to give away. Like Diddy was in that old trick range. If you got to get this girl $200,000 a month, or whatever this outrageous inflated number was, and I believe part of that was to keep a lot of this shit that came out in the documentary quiet, because she was involved in it. You had to get. I mean, Cassie was a full participant, and them cats with money, they just like tricking off on shit, man. They believe the more expensive some shit is, the better it is. But these women don't actually stop and think, man, I just came from, I ain't got no experience with nothing. No, no education.
They don't call themselves broke. They'll never call themselves broke or their girlfriends, knowing they're going out to the club and ain't got no money, and they just, going out for drinks and, whatever else afterwards, whatever. Like, they got dudes listed in their phone as food orders, foodie dates,
You ever hear one of these rich motherfuckers' wives say, he made the best choice he ever made in his life by marrying me?
Yeah.
And it was like, no, bitch, the best choice was whichever choice it was that got him to be a motherfucking billionaire. You know what I'm saying?
My husband's best investment was me. No, it was that damn mutual fund.
You see what I'm saying?
Sorry, Helen. It's a fucking mutual fund.
Saying?
God dang, it was a mixed bag of stocks.
Hey, what was that bar by Royce of 5'9"? The only time a woman made a man a millionaire was when he was a former billionaire.
Yeah. And I'm saying this is somebody that's happily married, in love with his wife, ain't got these complaints that most other people do. It still does not. When I look at the world and you see every day some basketball player, some bitch about to expose him because he didn't give her some money she wanted. Some motherfuckers in the courts is just as ridiculous as these fucking women. I don't care what the laws say. It don't take 50,000 to raise no motherfucking kid a month.
Yeah, that's what Marlon Wayans is getting hit from his baby mom. I think he has a little toddler or whatever. He's paying her $18,000 a month, and she said that's
ridiculous.
That's
ridiculous.
That's not enough.
Like numbers like that completely absolve the woman of any fucking responsibility. And these courts let these motherfuckers get away with saying, like, yeah, how am I supposed to? But you had to take care of yourself anyway if you didn't have a kid.
Mm-hmm. Equal rights means equal payments.
Yeah.
That's how that goes. But
even if
the dudes get custody of their kid and still don't get child support.
And listen, I'm not saying that the woman doesn't deserve anything. But how is $5,000 not reasonable?
Because they going off the dad's the tax bracket and his lifestyle. But it's like, dude, then give me my damn kid. The only two dudes I know who made out in alimony, Kevin Fetherline and that dude that married Holly Berry.
Ludacris? Chris got custody of his kid.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just talking about as far as cashing out, where it went the other way, where the dude actually got a settlement. Got paid out. So yeah, that's two out of how many? That's two that I know off the top of the dome. That's high profile. That's it. Yeah. Everybody else getting taken to the cleanest, man.
Man.
Hey,
it's great.
Get into this damn topics, man.
Let's get to it.
Man, y'all get a chance. Old man didn't get a chance to touch on it a little bit, but some fuckery going on up in the land, up in Cleveland. That is, mom found guilty. First, I saw the story a couple weeks ago, and there was like they found two little girls and buried in a suitcase. Two different, whatever. Some dude was walking his dog, and the dog wouldn't leave his damn mound. It was on the inside of, on the school ground, and the dog wouldn't leave. Kept digging. He opened up the bag or whatever, and there was a head in it.
Oh, Jesus.
Turns out it was two. Turns out it was the fucking mom. Now, mind you, these ain't babies. These kids was 8 and 11.
Aliyah Henderson of 28 was booked in the Cuyahoga County Jail. Killed her two kids. God. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I think one of the fathers was been looking for his kid for years and working with the court and everything, like where, trying to find this track down this kid. Couldn't find her for years. And then, he get the call saying they found your kid, but not the way he would like, But yeah, I just saw first, like I said, a couple weeks ago, I saw there's a couple, they didn't know if it was like a serial killer again on the loose because they found, two little girls. Turns out the fucking moms, man.
Wow. That's some serious kind of evil, man.
Yeah, what was that bond? I don't have the thing pulled up or whatever. Her bond was like $1 million.
How was there a fucking bond?
Exactly.
She got a bond. or was it 200,000, 100,000 a kid? I can't remember what her bond was, but she shouldn't even got a bond. Straight to hell, not jail, straight to hell. Her 2 kids, man. You got a father actively looking for his child, and you're rather, off your kid than let the father, as we just talked about, fucking payments and all kind of fuckery. See how that go?
And the crazy shit is, and I'm not trying to, rag on women, man, because just, the flip side of it, man, you get these dudes who do what they do, bounce and just leave these women to make, have to make these clutch decisions, and they end up meeting some gentleman who cares about them and that child, and then homeboy want to come back around years later, this what happened, and he lying, and meanwhile everybody else got to deal with the fallout. Not this motherfucker, but everybody else got to deal with the fallout of you lied and all this bullshit.
Right.
But it's a crazy world we live in, man, because I've heard people say that these women are the least protected, and women, and it's like, man, what about these kids, man? What about because if you get on the internet, man, you will find some horrendous things that are happening to these babies, man. And it's happening to kids younger than that, man. Of all races, man. Abducted, sold into sex trafficking rings, raped and murdered. It's just, and then, what is, if there's like, oh, what is there? You know what I'm saying? Like, and who cared about these children? And who cared enough about these babies? And I gotta ask this question, to where she was able to bury them, and just a man walking with his dog. The dog happened to find them. Like, how long were they missing? Like, did nobody say, "Hey, where's my grandbabies? Where's the little girls they've been missing from school?" King Sully, what it is?
Don't even know where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just here. But how they in the city. Mind you, this is Cleveland again. Remember all those ladies went missing and dude had the bodies up in the house and walking around smelling like death all day?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And again, man, these they're not babies technically. They're 8 and 11. You see what I'm saying? That's some work.
Motherfuckers babies. Yeah. I get what you're saying, but
as far as like
you had
whatever,
to,
like that,
you
done put in some work.
Yeah, because I'm sure they weren't just letting you do
that part.
You know what I mean?
Part. And I think she even got more kids. She just off those. If I'm not mistaken, I think she had more than just 2 kids.
And and you look at some of these stories, I think the worst part about it as well is, like, there'll be, if you look at the comments, there'll be women in the comments, she was stressed out. She was
for
like,
which one? She did it twice. Right. Which one?
Right. Or if you see, like, if they're babies, she had postpartum. Yeah, bitch 11? Was evil. Yeah. You don't have postpartum for 11 years.
That baby. I'm still working off that baby fat. That motherfucker just drove to school. What are you talking about? You don't have no babies? I'm working this baby fat off. That just triggered me because my dude
drove to the store to buy me some lotto tickets, man.
It's triggering.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to say about that one, man. I just know it's fucking awful, man. And she deserves the worst kind of hell there is, man. Because I just couldn't imagine, man. I got these little 6 and 12-year-old nephews, man. Kids, man. Every time I see them motherfuckers, man, I just smile. I love them dudes, man. I had my 12-year-old, man, and they just little balls of joy, man, little bundles, and to think about harming them is just crazy. And she just put them in 2 fucking suitcases and buried them in the mound.
Disposed of them. Yeah.
Like they buried just did
in school. Like nobody was going.
Like they didn't matter,
Yeah. Yeah, man. I saw that was like Cleveland. Because first, again, like I said, I thought it was something bigger than this going on. Like, here we go again, another, inner city fucking serial killer going on type. Then next I come to work, I check my feed, and I was like, the mom did that? Okay, got it.
But it's a lot of weird shit that happens in Cleveland.
Yeah. Ohio period.
Ohio. Yeah, man, my wife be sending me videos Like I'll watch the, the little cop videos where they were like, yeah, such and such 27 years old thought that she was gonna get away. And here's how it played out.
Yeah.
The mother Ohio.
Especially on the freeway. Especially on the freeway.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And it's like my wife be like, damn, Ohio fucked up.
I'm laughing because
idle hands.
When I drove to Chicago from North Carolina, I was afraid to stop in Ohio because I kept remembering all the movies and documentaries. I was like, yo, yeah, stop. I gotta make sure. I was looking at the map. Do I have enough gas to make it?
I pull into that station. We give you a Youngstown tuna. Come on.
Yeah, we need.
Like,
I'm serious.
Yeah, Youngstown tuna, man. You be all right.
It's like it's got one of them Stephen King soft spots, like fucking Castle Rock, Maine. Like they should make a documentary called "The Strange State of Ohio." You know,
Ohio was country.
The whole state is a sundown town.
I just assumed everybody was a city up there, right? I'm like, bro. When I heard this black dude talk, I was like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
When people ask me about Ohio, I'm like, it's the weirdest place on the planet because you could be in the middle of the hood and buy a stolen VCR and, $40 worth of crack, drive 15 minutes and buy furniture handmade from an Amish guy.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest dynamic.
Yeah.
You just named
Don't forget about the jelly. North Carolina.
Yeah, the jelly.
The same way.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking place. And I don't know. You don't really realize it till you get out of that motherfucker. And you look at all the weird shit.
You realize it when you in it. That's why you on the next thing smoking. You realize it. Like I
thought this shit was normal. I thought this shit was normal, man. But then again, it was like a reason why it was trying. Like he was like, when you want to leave, give me 2 days, I'll leave. 2 days is enough to say goodbye, and then ship me off to fucking Fort Benning. They was like, at least take 2 weeks. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. But then it's like you get older and you like Ohio, Cleveland. Documentary about a serial killer in Cleveland who was a crackhead dragging bitches up there, and the bitch dove out the window when he was fucking her, and she saw the dead body in the room. The dead giveaway dude who the Puerto Rican dude was keeping the bitches hostage. The guy who was fucking with a tranny, saw the dick and killed the motherfucker, chopped him into pieces, and just threw his body parts in this open field across the street. The woman who killed.
It might be warranted. I don't know.
You could just do a story on McKelvey Lake.
I
might have to let that one slide.
Some things aren't so weird, sir. Some things are justice.
Some things are just understandable.
Just what they are.
I don't think any man, if they seen a dick, would lose their mind.
There's no such thing as chicks with dicks at all.
A Wolverine berserker rage. Yeah. What the fuck? Like you didn't.
It's a weird place, man. Coming up, and you're grateful for all the lessons you learned from the spot. But
you don't go back much.
You get to visit now and not have to, actually put some roots down there.
Yeah. Driving to Chicago from North Carolina told me I never needed to go. I never needed to go that way again.
There you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And then it's a weird place too, Sally, because you don't want to stop in the wrong town at night. Like I remember I was
stop period.
Yeah, I was coming back from Lima, Ohio, and I got turned around.
Oh fuck!
I remember I got on the phone with my
That's easy to do. Yeah, go ahead.
I got on the phone with my dad, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm in such and such right now." He said, "Nigga, where the fuck is you at?" I said, "I'm at this gas station." He said, "And I'm in this little city." He said, "Get the fuck in the car right now and get back on the road, and don't you stop till you get to a different city. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "All right, yeah, you right." Pulled off, man. But it's one of them places, man. But yeah, I don't want to stray away too far from the subject.
You got you.
Yeah.
All right, man. We keep this train rolling. Former mayor found guilty for having sex with her 16-year-old son's best friend. How about traumatizing your son for life? Because he actually saw it. You know,
You
I just heard
walk
about
in
it
on your mama getting dusted.
by your homie, and she held that status.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll be mad at my homie. He'll put me on a different perspective. I'll be like, okay, that's what we doing. We smashing moms. Don't worry about it. I'm in the gym every day in the gym, bro. Like, yeah, yo, don't worry about it. Next mom I see come across, yo.
Oh my
Snatch
God!
it.
I never knew he was gonna take that spin with it. He was like, you know what? This is the type of time I'm on. My homie did what he was supposed to do.
Too easy. I'm the one slacking. Don't worry about it. I'll join the game in a minute.
Damn. He was like, I got to lock in now. I got it. All right, that's what we doing.
Getting your moms, your grandma, your fucking older sister. All
damn.
They all game.
Yo, I'm coming down and wreck shit.
I don't know.
Getting the glory hole in your grandmama's tombstone.
Bro, you went too far. That was too damn far, bro.
Here lies this.
This is a joke that we all dealt with. Like, hey, you know, like,
true. Yeah, true. But this dude actually did it. But they said the mom was pursuing the kid. I think, like, go ahead, Miss Smith. Go ahead, Miss Smith. All right, Miss Smith. All right.
But
hey, he ain't gonna like it, man. But he gonna learn today. He about to find out.
You halfway can't blame the kid, man. We was all 16-year-old boys. You know, I can't speak for everybody. I ain't get my little first piece of trim till I was 18. You know, by the time puberty hit, that shit is all you can think about. You forget about friends and, you know, all that shit. But, you know, so you almost can't blame the kid. But, I mean, are we shocked? How often is it that you look on the news and, you know, it's a bunch of YT women and fuck their students?
That's an epidemic, man, that we didn't have the luxury of having, you know, allegedly luxury. But yeah, that's
oh, no.
I mean,
hey, my heart dropped. I said, who's this white woman that just joined the chat?
That's what I was thinking, too. And the way her face is looking. Like,
I'm about to hang up quick.
Got Sully shook.
Traumatized, bro. My
Man.
bad.
He was like, "What? Oh shit, I'm tweaking." Okay, yeah, she ain't saying nothing. And like all I'm saying with that stare, like, hey man, she ain't saying nothing. I guess we was talking about it. She ain't saying shit, but yeah, that's her.
But remember when the national case of homegirl that did that when we was youngins, man. I think we was teenagers and the lady, or shit, maybe younger than that, when the lady had sex with a student, got pregnant. She done went to jail and all that shit. Now I think they married now. They got a whole fucking family. Remember that. She went to jail for
she came out, had another kid, and then died of cancer.
She damn. I didn't know that.
But you know what? They did get married, didn't they? And she had a kid with
it. When she got out,
had another kid, I believe.
Yeah, damn. You know, and you know, I mean, so you know, and here's the thing. That was the one and only story we heard about something happening. In the meantime, man, I've seen story after story, man, about these teachers, man, these women who go fucking the students. And, you know what I mean? You know, somehow it get out. I don't know if the student, you know, say something or whatever. And, you know, but, you know, it's giving them good grades for the dick. And,
you know, this is a former mayor, man. You know, what do you think her husband is on?
Man, you know, shit. Most of them motherfuckers be married, man.
Man, you know, look at
most mayor don't matter.
She got the complexion for protection. I bet you her husband was watching.
That's about to say.
You know what?
I was about to say.
He probably was at the barbecue pit, like.
Nice.
We got one. We got one. We got one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, these cats is
got a young bull.
Yeah.
Okay. I just started that new series, DTF, on HBO Max with Jason Bateman.
Is that shit good, man?
That shit's good, fam.
I watch anything.
The first
Jason
episode
Bateman
is low. Yeah, he's on a run. Anybody you looking for a series?
Listen,
watch Ozark, the Black Rabbit, or the Red whatever. The
I heard
rabbit.
the Black Rabbit was raw. I didn't get to it.
Bruh, everything he don't miss.
Big bro, hold on.
This one.
Did you see The Outsider?
Development got me on him.
Did you see The Outsider?
The Outsider. Was that Jason too?
So it was Jason Bateman for, I want to say, the first episode, but he directed the rest of them. It was an adaptation of a Stephen King story. So it's a horror, but it's not like the typical. you're trying to figure out what's going on. Because I'll just say this, that this motherfucker ends up being in two places at the same exact time.
Saw it. That's with the van and the kid and all that stuff. Yeah, I saw that. I saw
Where
that series.
where he raped and killed the kid and all
The
that.
kid, yeah.
But at the same time, he was also
footage.
him like 300 miles away.
Miles away, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like one of his first ones. Yeah.
He directed that shit. King Sully, Cuddy. That motherfucker is a great director and writer. Yeah, you got to watch that shit. Yeah.
That was like his initial coming back out into the, because he was a childhood star, but this is pretty much like his coming out party. And then after that hit, that's when the Ozarks and everything else started rolling. And he not missed yet. DTF, HBO Max, and chance.
Yeah,
shit is
I'm jumping on it.
Crazy. But,
tonight.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch that Arrested Development?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't
Bro,
check that shit out.
I'm telling you, you missed out. It is by far one of the funniest comedies that ever existed. It is about a real estate developing family that's trying to control politics. And, mind you, it came out years before Trump and all this other nonsense.
But
they're trying to buy up land to build a border wall. I mean, the foreshadowing of this show is unparalleled.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this shit is hilarious.
Okay. They put it on the list, man. Like I said, we about to get into these goddamn triple digits in a minute. Yeah, I ain't gonna be out
say though, King Sully.
What's up, Sully?
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I had 2 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours.
They're remodeling.
It wasn't for my woman, man. I wouldn't have got those 2 hours. She forced me to sleep and then woke me up. Was like, aren't you supposed to be somewhere? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You guys remember American Pie?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm 30. So that was, that time when I was kind of coming out of school and was like, okay, this is what it's about, right? Remember the cougar? The cougar was something. You see how they characterize the cougarness as something positive,
right?
Movies. So for me, that was my time when that was happening. So as a kid that age, I'm pursuing something like that. So if a teacher threw the bone at me, in my mind, because of what's been shown on all these college movies at the time, right? These frat boys, it was cool. Right?
I got you.
And look at the demographic that those movies were speaking to. Look at the demographic this stuff kept happening again.
Yeah, but we just keep saying it's like one-sided. It's like
I'm saying they kind of sold that a little bit.
They did. Now these little lonely housewives are proud. You get them a couple spritzers, a couple White Claws, and they do the damn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They blaming the liquor,
Hey,
but you's a whole.
That's it.
Cash out nowadays. Hey, you might end up in the bedroom, bro.
Why don't you have Steven spend the night again?
You know how many military wives, when their husband was going to the field, the bitch was at the NC whole club.
Yo, Grafendair, Germany was the worst. You could just drive through the neighborhood and see those mops outside.
You see, there it is, the mops, or they changed the bulb. I'm telling you, I smashed this dude's wife, man, and I ain't even mean to. You don't even know too, man. Like I listen. I met the babe on Black Planet.
Oh, you remember that? Yo,
I don't know all that shit. Mahente, Asian Avenue. I was trying to come up on some, man, but Black Planet, boy, woo.
All that shit was fire back in
Black Planet was where it was. That's what got motherfuckers on the social media, because you're like, supposed to see off this one too. So I remember, without being, too graphical, I met the Joan on there, and she said single. Well, we had our little soiree or whatever. And then the next time I looked and said, man, I hit her up like, yo, what the fuck is this? I said, why is it saying you married? She was
forgot to click that.
She was like, I said, you married? She's like, yeah. I said, yo, why ain't you say something? I wouldn't have did that shit. She was like, oops, sorry.
See?
I would say bitch cold, just heartless. This man away at sea, and I'm digging her out. I'm like, oh, you know, and everybody ain't down for the play. Because for me, you know, I don't believe in that shit. You know, it's women everywhere, man. You know, and that's some dangerous shit. Plus, she was a little out there with the thoughts. But what you said rings so true, man. It's these housewives, man. You know, they always feign, I was so bored and I didn't have any excitement. So you found some dick. Like, this man is working to take care of you and his family. You now, if it was a dude, especially with somebody younger, and I'm saying they should be. Motherfucker will have to register and be on the sex offender list and live on the outskirts of town. But the bitch, you know what I'm saying? You know, she get away with it because, you know, and I'm like, and it's almost like I watched this brother named Dr. T.S. Johnson. He's got a great channel. And he was just at his last show, he was talking about it. He was saying, like, society has not figured out how to hold women accountable or punish them. You know, they get lesser sentences for the same crimes that men commit. You know what I'm saying? If they get punished at all, you know, you see these women murder a motherfucker and it's always the tears coming. I was abused, you know. And, you know, now with these new cops and shit, when you watch the YouTube, they like, nah, bitch, you did it, you know. But it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, child abuse, child sexual assault is child sexual assault. Statutory is statutory, man. You know. Hey.
All right, man. This one. Black star water polo player breaks silence on underwater sex attack by his teammate. Bro, anybody who don't respect, you know what I'm saying, my back door, that's exit only, I'm throwing hands and feet, man. Dude said he stuck his finger up his butt underneath the water. He went up in it, pulled down his trunks, and violated it, man.
Yeah, but how you find his butthole like that, man? Like, y'all supposed to be. Hold on, man.
Oh, man. The water see-through, man. It's a water polo team, man.
You're supposed to be. If you're a water polo swimmer, you're supposed to be fast, man. And this dude caught you and put a thumb in your butt. Oh, man.
I don't know,
bro. My thing is, man, you could be a star or whatever, but you ain't got to be on that team.
Listen, man.
Which team we talking?
See what I'm saying? In many ways, brother. Many ways. You ain't got to
and
be
this
on
ain't
that
no
team.
little dude, man. He not a little dude. So
I'm just saying,
polo, you got to be athletic, man.
And he got a widow's peak. You can't be a punk with a widow's peak. I had a widow's peak.
He said it.
So
they got the blade going on.
Eddie Monster. But yeah, man, you got to go ahead and you gotta do something about that, man. Not just about I'm breaking my silence. No, motherfucker, you got to start breaking some jaws.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't whooping up. Look, man. Let me just say this. This is a child, so I want to limit how much. I don't want to make any fun of it because, you know, like some people, I didn't see it, but they said in the article that the dude pleaded guilty, and they guilty, like it was a plea deal. So it doesn't matter if it was adult. This young man was violated. You know what I'm saying? And he should get justice. And the school should be sued about this shit. But I'm saying, what took 2 years, man? Why did it take 2 years? And, you know, there was another black kid. What is the other black, like, what's the story with the other, like, what is the other, you know, did he have the same shit happening to him? You know, were they trying to put fingers in his ass? And
they think this is some type of, I don't know if it's hazing or they just horny. Like, dude, you got to pick a lane, bro. You can't be doing that shit, man, at practice. Like,
but there was enough, but you know, but I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's just another story about this. Like, I don't know what's up with these kids, man. Like, we wasn't trying to fuck each other in high school or put a finger in somebody, but
what you call it? That was Ursuline.
No, I know Ursuline.
Yeah,
there was another story where the coaches knew about it and they was like, oh no, it's just hazing. Then there was another story recently where they said the boys, man, the motherfucker was trying to get out of the shower room or something, because when he go take a shower, they said you could hear him screaming for help. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with these dudes, man? And what's up with these grown men talking about is hazing? The
default is some type of freaky sexual act all the time. Like, y'all want to violate dude and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We were just playing. Who play like that?
That's what I'm saying. And it's, you know, I would be remiss if I didn't say it's the usual fucking suspects, man.
For the most part, you are absolutely right.
Listen, I was in basic training, Fort Knox. We had this guy that kept getting us in trouble. And there was like one dude was like, listen, man, you screw up again, man, we're gonna fix you. Yo, we then fell asleep. We're supposed to clean our drunk. So came in there, smoked us, came back in. It's like, yo, happened again. We outside in the wood chips, right? Damn, man, kept being these wood chips, man, especially free brawling, man. That joint, it don't work out too well. But yo, do you know these snowflakes teabag this, man? And there's like everyone's gonna take turns. Yo, the brothers is like, listen here, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally, this man fell asleep. Now I get it. They ain't supposed to fall. He's like, yo, you fall asleep and get something drastic gonna happen. I'm thinking they could probably tune him up.
Yeah.
Nah. You hear everybody getting quiet, they getting around his bed. Next thing you know, they pull him out.
Man. Nah.
Bloody ball. Yeah.
Nah.
This is
my first
the fuck
time.
how you know we in some bad times. What the fuck happened to putting some soap in the sock and wearing the motherfucker out? What happened to the blanket party, man? What happened to Full Metal Jacket in the motherfucker? No, you want to put your balls on them. And if I'm fucking up, give me the soap. Give me the motherfucking soap.
It destroyed this
whoop
kid,
my
man.
ass with the soap. Listen,
It
kid.
destroyed this kid. And nothing happened to the unit. Nothing happened to our
See what I'm saying?
Nothing.
There was a motherfucker in
And
Korea.
he was a washout.
There was a motherfucker came back. His name, I ain't gonna say his name. But I'm gonna still do him some justice. I knew the dude. I didn't know this shit happened to him. I knew he was weird. And then my big bro told me. KB was like, "Yeah, man, when we was in Korea, man, he got drunk with them folks." He said, "Man, they mushroom stamped. The dude, one of the dudes, mushroom stamped it." Hey, man, what the fuck you talking about? Mushroom stamped it? Yeah, man, dude took a can of kiwi, put the head of his dick in it, and stamped them all over his forehead and face, and took pictures of the shit. I was like, "He ain't fake this dude." He was like, "Nah, man." And you know, I think he got something happened to him. I forget, they punished him, or he got put out the army, but it fucked the dude up. And I'm like, he ain't fight this motherfucker. He was like, "Man, dude was bigger than him." I said, "I don't give a fuck if he was bigger than him." That's what bats and shit is for. Take a table if you ain't got a bat and break the motherfucking leg off. I'm saying I used to squabble with motherfuckers, man. That's what we used to do in the infantry. Squabble. And you ain't do nothing to this motherfucker. He got dick prints on you. Ain't evidence of the shit.
There's no way, bro.
They said the first sergeant was laughing about the shit. I said, "Man, hell no. That's sexual assault, man." And the dude died. He was a weirdo. I remember the dude because we all went in Colorado. I forget what the name of the club was, man. But we went out and he had the little babe with him, and he was like, "Hey, man, ain't she fine and shit?" And I had been drinking. I was like, "Nah, bro, she's not." And she looked at me, and he was like, "Oh man, you the fuck." I was like, "Nah, bitch, ugly, bro. I'm sorry." And
you wasting your time.
He probably was staging that all night, man. He was working that.
Quit making me look at
man.
it. She make my dick wiggly.
This bitch was bad looking, man. This bitch was bad looking. I ain't never seen. I was like, "Ooh, bro, man, all this pussy in here." I said, "You could do better than that, man." And my boy was like, "Oh, stop, man, stop." I mean, fuck that. I'm trying to save his life. I thought I was doing something positive, but yeah, man, he told me the dude put dick prints all over him, man. And I'm just
still getting over that the man put his meat in a can of kiwi.
In the kiwi and stamped him. I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't fucking imagine. You see what I'm saying? It's like these lines get crossed, and it's like, oh, they just boys will be. Nah, it's no fucking boys will be boys. And like you said, the bros, man, we don't do that shit.
We do hazing, but we'll like paddles and shit like that, and alcohol. You know, we known for hazing on the more severe end of that hazing shit. You know, but
I got drunk with a bunch of Mexicans. Room full of Mexicans got drunk, and the motherfuckers rolled me up in the carpet. You know what I'm saying? I woke up like this and shit. They was like, "We made you a tortilla, bro."
You can't get mad at that. All you can do is fucking laugh, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Fucking got me. Now unroll me because I done pissed myself.
I ain't gonna lie, because I thought about. I was like, man, I watched American Me, man. Little puppet, they did puppet. It little puppet my ass. Nah, like, all right, I'm good. I ain't in no pain or nothing. But you know, my point is, man, like, you know, this thing, certain things are gonna keep happening when we have adults to sit up there and play this boys will be boys shit. You know, now we in the age where the other side is talking about, they don't even call this shit reverse racism anymore. It's just all this being racist against. Because I was reading the comments and it was like, yeah, you know, if this isn't corroborated, then he needs to file charges and sue him, just like the lacrosse team. You know, and that part I agree with. But then it just, as the further you got into the comments, oh, this race of people, you know, they the ultimate victims, and you know the world is like, motherfucker. We could go back. I mean, shit. We don't got to go that far back to see what our people like. Nobody is making this shit up about y'all, man. You know, nobody is lying about slavery, Jim Crow, red line, and all this bullshit that happened. Like, why would he lie? What male is going to want to say a motherfucker put a finger in my butt while I was swimming?
That part. And the fact that dude pled guilty and you still talking about, you know, it's not even, you know, reverse racism. It's just, you know, they need to go ahead and file charges if this isn't true. Like, dude, he pled out. He pled out already. He's guilty. He pled out.
What was the big swimming pool back home, fellas?
What's up?
What was the big swimming pool back home that everybody used to go to?
Which one?
I think it was on the north side.
North side, or
yeah, right across the street from Dairy Queen.
Not that one.
That one.
It was another one. Not the one that was under the bridge on the east side. It was another one we all used to go to.
Forts?
No,
Forts on the west side.
There's one on the north side, I think, man. Either way, man. My point is, you see that shit with all them black kids, man. We didn't do no shit like that. Motherfuckers got in the pool, we swam, we played, we was kids.
Yeah, man.
What gets into these
my
first fight, want to play with
first kiss
buttholes,
at
man?
the pool, like,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I learned how to sell candy and hustle at the like what? That was my baby. So my mom would you know where to go at the Boys and Girls Club to cash right over
down to the pool. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. It's like, how many times have we seen a sexual assault victim that's a minor being placed on the front page of anything? You know,
there you go.
Like, these are protected individuals.
There you go.
And here we are with a young black male that is, you know, how are they getting away with this shit?
I got you. I see
Don't tell it
where you're going. I got it. Yeah, I mean, we know there's a protected class, and also that those stories sell when they do it that way. Because think about it, but you know, star black polo player, water polo
got
player,
a finger in his butt.
You know, yeah, it sells.
And I ain't even trying to be funny, man, but they put that young boy up there. Oh man,
fuck that. This is the only time that you can crash out, and nobody will fucking blame you.
Yo, y'all see that Jake Gyllenhaal movie Nightcrawler?
That's an old movie, right?
He's the crime scene photographer,
right? And he's figuring out how to get money. Well, there was an interesting scene, and I thought it was ingenious because it broke down how the media plays these games. And he was talking. I can't think of what her name is, but she was telling him how to get money, and she said, "This is how we do the news. If they're black, they're perpetrators. If they're white, they're the victims."
Yep.
But it was this whole monologue about how the media uses race and how if he wanted to make money, this is what he should do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the whole playbook. Yeah, we got that. That's what they say. If it leads, it leads. And you know.
But I thought, you know what, but you know, again, you know, we know this. We say this, you lying, but then when you see the shit in a major motion picture, and you know, you like, okay, motherfucker, we ain't crazy.
Yeah.
But man, I don't want to, you know, go ahead, fellas.
Hey man, this next one, man. Cal State Bakersfield assistant coach was a part-time pimp as well.
California.
Bruh. It was like, I didn't even know that school had a team, you know, let alone this dude over here pimping on the side. But it ain't just your regular pimping. He was doing, you know, child stuff and sex trafficking kids. He didn't limit himself. He went whole hog, as they say. He did it all, whatever. But god damn, bro, you went and got a day job too. Went and got some medical behind this shit, behind your pimping. Unfucking believable, man. What's your thoughts on this, old man? Pimping /
Sometimes all you need is access, and
got you.
Just think of how many people, even to this day, consider their coaches from high school a father figure.
Got you.
Coach Alexander, my wrestling coach.
Yeah.
He almost fought my stepdad because over me, man.
And most of these dudes were like, they were upstanding people. I mean, it's like great men. I remember, the high school, Coach Mac, your uncle, you know what I mean? Like,
great goddamn man.
The dude was, he was family. And you're like just one of the greatest men that you'll ever want to meet. And everybody considered him, like a father figure, but then again, when you're at that age, you're so impressionable and you will do whatever he says. And this guy took advantage of that, man. I mean, if anybody burns somebody at the stakes, like the term being fired, these motherfuckers will go to your house and burn that shit down. Like, yes, this is what these people deserve after doing something like this.
Pimping.
That's what I'm saying.
Caught up and brought up on all these charges, like, bro, I can't say that it's high paying or anything. You're an assistant coach or whatever, but still, bro, you still legit. And then you go muddy it up by doing this shit on the side. What you got, Sully, man? Pimping.
I think they should. I think pimping probably should be legalized in some type of way. Like, I don't know. Sorry, man.
It's a
tough topic. Just like we,
giving out scholarships.
Yeah, man, it's got to be a different term. I don't know, but there's a lane for it because it's gonna keep happening. Just like they make everything go so okay when it keep happening, they're gonna make this okay. Somehow they're gonna find a way to title this and categorize it. And it's gonna be a normal thing. It's like being a pedophile is a normal thing. It's a condition now.
To some. What you got, old painless?
I would say maybe a form of prostitution I can see being legalized, man. Not pimping though. I think, and for as much as I love listening to Sugar Free, for as much as I love listening to Fillmore Slim, and it's funny because my wife was like, "Yeah, man, Fillmore was one of my patients." I was like, "Motherfucker was putting game on your ass, huh, baby?" She was like, "Shut up, ninja." She was like, "I say this, the motherfucker, he still think he a pimp." She said, "Cause he's a musician up here. He plays at Yoshi's." But he's always been a blues guitarist, man, since before he started pimping. When he came from the South, that was his thing, man. Motherfucker's a badass guitarist, man. But she was like, you let him start talking to you, and then he start that shit, and you be like, "Come on, Mr. Such and Such." It's like you motherfuckers putting that ism on you, but it's really a loathsome thing, man. And I say this because, and I want to watch how I say it. Somebody close to us became susceptible to that, and I think something happened to her, but she ended up finding her way into the life. And then I don't know, I think there was somebody ran some interference to stop her, but she was getting ready to find her way in Miami. And Cat was going to get her a BBL and all of that. But if you go, and it's the Bay Area, man, if you go to like Vallejo, we had Market Street, you see that shit on the long boulevard. These motherfuckers be in the neighborhoods, like at the end of the streets. You just see young girls, man, scantily clad, just bra and panties on with a fur and these stripper heels just on the street. My mouth fell open seeing this thing, man. Then it ain't even always as glamorous as that. The things that happen to these young women. A lot of these girls, man, they find themselves involved in that life before you know, they were even adults because some fucking, again, just a predator, just in a different form, took advantage of them, you know. And you know, it's about the parents, man. Their daughter was abducted, and these motherfuckers drove, you know, down the coast and killed the motherfucker, you know, and then they getting punished for something, you know, that this man was doing to their child, man. You know, I think, you know, it sounds good, man, until we really think about what's happening. And we saying that, you know, this dude was trafficking children, and, you know, we got to look at the totality of what's happening here, man. I think it's an awful thing. And like the Cuddy made a great point. There was a time when motherfuckers would be at somebody's door with torches and a shotgun. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what race, it would just be, you know. Now back to what King Sully was saying, I think there should be a place in society for the brothel, man. I think motherfuckers wouldn't be going and shooting up shit, you know, if, you know, they knew they could go to the outskirts of town and, you know, pay a couple of dollars for some trim, you know, long as the girls is being treated right, tested, and, you know, and it's fully some shit they want to. Look at the Bunny Ranch, man. That was all voluntary.
So that's growing up in Mass, and having an uncle that had a strip club in Springfield, Mass, right? And then my Tio, he bounced for one. So I would go there after school, telling him he's supposed to watch me if he was working and chill. So growing up being around all that, you see it, especially in the hood, it's really, like you said, they're hanging on the corner, they're getting talk, you know, girls is dropping out of school in 10th grade, you see on the block the next day. It was crazy. But when I went to Germany and I realized if you try to control something so much, that's when it becomes like people are going to make it a negative. It become a vice and it becomes dark. But and not saying this stuff is not dark in Europe, but in Germany, I mean, these brothels, these red light districts in the middle of the heart of the city, the historical part where you had churches and stuff right there. But it was such done in a way that the women had a plaque on their door. They had a medical certificate, right? If they were working with their freelance, they had all that. They had their tax form because they paid taxes on it. So it was
the whole facts. The whole facts.
Yeah. So, you know, and you didn't even know, you could be in a club dancing with a woman that works there, you wouldn't even know.
See what I'm saying?
And they had a regular job. So then you flip it to come to Columbia, right? And you have a whole place where people just walking down. The problem with that is the women out here can go get some work done and look like they're 22, 30, whatever built, but they're probably 16, 18, right? And that's because so now in both cases is legal.
Right.
One put more parameters around it, right? And one just let it go loose. And you can see the difference. Now you got sex tourism and people hurt. And then on this side, you got, you know, where it's controlled, it is more manageable. So it's on how I think it should be, because you're going to do it, but at least, and then the government can make money off it, right? Taxing it, but it has to be done in a way where I hate to say it, but the women come first in the situation.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. Let that be the last glizzy stick you put in your mouth. Oh,
yeah, man. I was the first time you took a bite off it.
The first time I was like, man, you better start pinching it off, man. You eating that glizzy.
You know you on the phone
good
with.
Look, man. You know I'm clocking you. Look, that's two glizzies. That's two glizzies in 10 minutes, bro.
You know,
we're always thinking it.
It's Olive Garden breadsticks.
Olive glizzy.
I was waiting for him to break
I had
it
a
off.
glass of vodka, and it ain't sitting right.
Yeah, I can tell the way he's eating. It's like, this is an emergency eat right here. I gotta find something.
Y'all better go on ahead and shit up. Y'all better go on ahead and get through these topics, man. I got to go on ahead and drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl, man. Shit.
Right. I'm gonna say too, man, real quick before we get off the subject. Juxtapose that with Korea and the drinky girl and when you walking around Korea, you like, what the fuck all these Russian girls doing here? And then you find out that they get them over there. They took their passports and shit. They told them they was going to school. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's on the darker side of the game. You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's
man.
a perfect segue into the last topic, man. What y'all think about Atlanta Hawks hosting Magic City Night at the stadium?
That's fire.
It's the culture, man.
like
I
it.
never been to the ATL, but I heard you. That's just a destination.
I
You
can't
have to
imagine. They
get-
can jump from the ceiling, man.
Yeah.
Be like fucking acrobating and shit, man. Bungee jumping up the ceiling with
I kind of
high
expect
heels
nothing
on.
less from the ATL, man. Considering how how many documentaries we got on Magic City and the stripper culture in general, just in Atlanta. I mean, they're leaving the game to go to the club anyway. Shit, that's where they're going. That's where all the players going. And don't get me started on the Magic City chicken wings. But go ahead, man.
Well, you know that's part of what it
Every
is
day
too.
things fire, yo.
What is it? The
Lemon pepper Lou.
the loose something lemon peppers. They making two different kinds. I don't know. I feel like the one basketball player, man, is that's against it. You know, you're gonna have children there, and I think that some shit need to stay. It's kind of like I was talking to Lex Steele about the porn coming to the internet, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, one is gonna fuck with my money. Number two, I just think it's gonna make it too accessible to children, man. I think some shit needs to be family friendly, stay family friendly and wholesome. And yeah, I know that's part of the fucking culture down there, you know, but it's not the culture, it's part of a culture. And when I saw something, because I was listening to a video about this earlier, and they were talking about who the principal owner is, and it's fucking Jamie Gertz. She played a star in The Lost Boys. And I don't know, but it's just something about this shit that feels very exploitative, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. I said when I saw it, I was like, I can see that happening, but I don't know how far they're taking it. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, they
Right.
taking it all the way. So I guess the game is supposed to be on Monday. That particular night at Magic City is called Magic Mondays. They making it lose something. It's lose something lemon peppers, and then they making these regular lemon peppers. Like they're going all out for this shit. T.I.'s performing.
yeah, like I said, I don't know if they're bringing out the girls for the halftime, you know, I guess the halftime show, whatever they're putting on the show, but actually having, you know, bringing Magic City to the actual Atlanta Hawks stadium and putting on. Like I said, I just don't know how far they're going to go inside the stadium because, again, like you said, it's supposed to be a family-friendly event or center or whatever, but yet you bring in the strip club aspect to that. That's all like, oh man, y'all, I can't wait to see the videos.
I don't
to
think-
see how
Is
far
the
they go.
twerking gonna be any different than what they doing with the cheerleaders and dancers are doing now?
There you go, Sully.
What?
There you go.
I don't think that they're going to be naked or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just thing is what you see now, just a little more.
I think
Pole stuff.
I think it's I think
Pole
you're gonna
stuff.
see some pole shit, and I think
Some
you know
acrobats, some
you
pole
might-
acrobat.
you might have one or two of the bitches get, you know, a little excited about the spotlight and pop that thing a little too hard in front of 5-year-old Timmy. But you know, I think the last
Timmy gonna be
thing,
like,
well,
Yeah. You're gonna be focused like that. I think I want to go on that side of the track.
I'm gonna fuck the bloodline up, Dad. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
It's okay,
But they
son.
said that it's like that. I guess that event is like almost already sold out.
King Sully, what'd you say?
So-
It's okay, son. You got some brothers and sisters that don't quite
You
look
like
like
what I
you out
like.
there.
Yeah. You like what I
You'll
like,
meet
so-
him soon.
Yeah.
You might see one playing tonight.
That's
But you understand stripping. I used to be married. My first wife was a stripper, and it's an actual sport. Like she made a lot of money. It's an actual sport. Like you travel in competitions and working out and busted knee. Like
Bro,
and
that
they
scene,
make
that you ain't never lied because I saw like the videos of Cardi B. That shit, she would climb all the way up to the ceiling and put her feet up there and start twerking on the ceiling upside down. Bro, I was just like,
the upper body strength, man.
and
is-
then
it's-
slide all the way down and stop before
You
she
know that
busts
yeah,
the
but
pose
damn
there's
is-
crank.
trophies.
That pole shit never
Shit is
did nothing for me,
crazy.
man. For real. My
If you
thing
do
was
that, listen, I'm gonna give you my
get
card.
naked in front of me and take your shit off. Crawl on the
I
ground.
ain't do nothing for me. No, I don't do nothing. Don't get on the ground because I'm.
Like I said, strip clubs is never my thing because I'm OCD. I don't like chicks who just was grinding on this dude and he didn't had a hard on and he got a stain on his pants or whatever, and she come try to sit on me. And
No,
you know,
I didn't.
and
I didn't go for that.
I don't go.
Well,
for
I was
that.
cheap anyway. I was
Yeah.
in, what was it? It was not Dallas Gentlemen's Club, but it's two strip clubs down in Dallas. That's a big thing down there too. It's DJs, and it's another one. And I remember when I first got there, I was there, and each bitch come up to me like, "Don't you want to buy me a drink?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Well, why not?" I said, "You're a stripper. The drinks is free for you." And it was this badass chick that was a waitress. She was like, well, he ain't lying. And she walked up like,
she like that brother, a motherfucker with principles.
Yeah, listen.
Don't go to him. Don't go to him. That motherfucker ain't tipping.
Because it's a fucking sucker's fantasy. It is a sucker's fantasy.
I know.
And I never played into that shit. When I would spend a couple dollars, I had a $37 limit.
37?
See how accurate that is? 37.
I gotta find out how'd you come up with this.
Yeah, 37.
Listen,
not 40. Not 40,
listen,
37.
Listen, because one time one time there was what's that shit? The bachelor's party, man, and they brought all these motherfuckers from Cleveland, and I remember I had $37 in my pocket, and I was like, man, I'm not about to go. I would be damned if I go to the ATM and take out some money for some fucking strippers. And this is Youngstown, by the way, and it was embarrassing because these dudes, man,
that changes things.
Listen. In the first 15 minutes, these cats done busted they nut through all their money, trying to make it rain and shit. And then after 15 minutes, about 20 minutes, about at the 20-minute mark, the DJ said, like, damn, that's all y'all got?
Yeah.
We came down here for this. We came all the way from Cleveland for this. I remember the main girl name was Skittles. And me, I still had that 37. Hitting the bitch with the one.
Yeah.
All night, these motherfuckers was looking broke and shit, not knowing all I had was 37. But I was with the one doing all this shit.
I know.
Still had some purchase money left over, man. You know what I'm saying? But
see, that's why I was 37. It was 30 for the hoes and 7 for the scramble plate.
7 for the scramble and some corn at night, some eggs and corn. You know what I'm talking about, Cuddy? Listen, this is my point, man. I always and I've been to the strip club, but I would sit in the back, or I would, let the motherfucking homies would pay, or I'd be right there looking, and she look at me, and I'm like, The only time I ever did that was it was for my brothers. It was for my brother. He didn't have a bachelor party, and his fiance pissed him off the night before the wedding. And she was like, "You better, if y'all gonna hang out, you better not take him to a strip club." I was like, "Bitch, you out your mind." So I took about $500-$600 out, and I said, "Man, you pick him out, and I got him for you." And so I was just doing it for my brother. Now I was just one bad bitch in that motherfucker. I couldn't help it. I was saying trick shit, King Sully. I said, "You must be trying to do this to pay for your education." And she started laughing. I made it clear that it was a joke. We had a little fun, me and her. But they would come, and I would just pay for these private dances and shit for them. Other than that, to me, it was always a trick's fantasy. I never understood, and I think it happened because right before I left, what's the joint back home? Not the one on the way to PA. What's the strip club back home?
Town?
The one in
the
Austin
city
Town.
of broken toys.
The city of fucking broken toys. I
Is that
remember.
the one in Austin Town?
No.
Babylon is what I'm talking about.
Babylon.
Yeah. They had a little feature dancer. She was a porn star, and I remember seeing this
establishments. Babylon in the city of broken.
Well, no, the city of broken toys is the name we gave it.
Amazing.
Oh, it was bullet room bitches. But I remember this dude paid like $300. He paid $350 to eat Oreo cookies and whipped cream off of this porn chick snatch. Yes. Yes. And I said, she dragged him in the back by the tie. I remember I was motherfucking 18 years old, getting ready to go to the military. Ask the legend King Clint. He was there. And I remember, man, I just couldn't wrap my mind around this trick fantasy of letting this bitch play with me like I'm gonna get some, and then when my money run out, she walk away. I was like, I could go get some real shit in real life. I trust my mouthpiece. I'm a fairly decent looking cat. I never had an issue with that. And so, no, look, it's so bad. Listen, man, it's so bad. You two know what happened to me in the war. Y'all was there for me in the hospital. I remember when we got our marching orders, when they, we got our deployment orders in Korea to go to Iraq. I remember the dudes like, hey, man, we going down to Tokari. And we would go to TDC, but I said, we are going to Tokari for? It was like, yeah, man, shit, we might not be making it back. We going to war. We going to go buy a piece of pussy. It's only $60. And I was like, I can't bring myself to do it. And they said, motherfucker, you may not come back and you worried about morality? I can't do it. I can't do it. Now, having a Purple Heart and these wounds, I probably would have rolled with about $120. But I just couldn't do it, man. I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't do it, man.
It's a culture, either you in it or you ain't, man. Like,
I've always been that way. Yeah,
I never was a fan. Cats, we going there like, all right, man, I'll see y'all.
Yeah, I just wasn't my shit, man.
That's what y'all, you were leaving the club and you're going to the strip club. Yeah, drop me off, or I'm going to the crib, man.
I knew a dude.
There's a certain mindset that you get when it comes to prostitution. And this is what I think is that, if you ever have issues in a relationship or your wife or whatever, you go and you pay, let's say, $60 for, some woman that captures your heart at one of these fucking places or whatever. That lets you know that you can put a price tag on vagina or happiness or whatever. So moving forward, you can say, bitch, nah, you only worth about $60.
No, Cuddy.
Like I went somewhere in this Asian chick. She was like a nurse practitioner and she was talking all kinds of good shit. And she was from Korea. And it's like, bitch, you worth about $40.
Yeah.
Watch your tone with me.
Now listen, Cuddy, I think no, I want to hear what you're saying. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it puts a price tag on how much you're willing to deal with bullshit with women. It's like, look, I will put up with about $40 worth of your fucking nonsense before I replace you.
Here's the thing, though. This is the thing. I have less of an issue with prostitution than I do stripping, because there's a transaction.
Yeah,
my man.
And it's less bullshit. It's less this bitch dancing in front of my face all night, jiggling until I run out of cash. At least with the prostitute, you like shit. What's the price? Let's go. 200. That's too high. Come down on it. I want to come down on it now. 120. I got that for you. Like this. Let me tell you something. Why I see nothing wrong with it. First of all, like we said, as long as it's some legit shit and the women ain't being abused and all of that. I knew a cat. He don't work with us anymore. The cat has some issues. He takes medication for it. He's pretty much a psycho, but he is somebody. He's not like one of the people who say, oh, I don't like the way the medicine feels. He takes this shit because he likes to be normalized. He was going to work. It was making him feel like a productive citizen. I think the dude understood that he had issues, and he got to talking one day, say, yeah, man, I deal with prostitutes. I pay about $150 and, I do my thing. I had no issue with that. If that's what helps keep them, if that helps keep that man's powder dry, I ain't got no fucking problem with that making him feel no. He a man, he doing his thing, he paying his money, she making her money. I don't see her as no hoe. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But a motherfucker dancing and gyrating, and then when you finna go home to this nigga over here who probably in the back watching, mad than the motherfucker, she doing this anyway.
All right.
And then when I got to North Carolina, it was a spot called Champagne or Club Champagne. And my brother knew one of the bitches, she lived in the same apartment complex. And she said, yeah, I used to strip here. And then she broke the whole game down to me. She was like, yeah, I had a crew of bitches. We set motherfuckers up. Motherfuckers pay their money, thinking they get some ass. We would get these motherfuckers out, rob the shit out of them. The bitches was doing what I say. I said, cold world, fuck the stripping shit, man. Fuck that. No, I don't pay for fantasies.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you for another great episode. Memory lane of strippers versus prostitutes, man. We took it. We went from basketball game to the morals of prostitution and strippers. Which one, which one do you fall in?
The prostitute is more noble than the stripper. That's my opinion, man.
Salute to that.
Salute to the hoes.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Gentlemen.
Y'all making the world. Let me tell you something. No, hold on. We ain't signing off yet. Do you know?
Sully only had 2 hours of sleep, nigga. Damn.
I'm about to
But I'm rocking with him
this
because
time, City.
I agree.
Land the goddamn plane, man.
I'm about to land it right now with this word. Do you know that there has been a mass shooting? Let me know if I'm using the right word. There has been a mass shooting. There has been a murder or a rape that didn't take place that's been thwarted because some dude was able to take $120 and rent a bitch
Nigga,
for a couple hours.
We know this.
These motherfuckers are superheroes. There was a motherfucker in LA Fitness in Pittsburgh that went into the gym and started killing motherfuckers, women, because he had no pussy since the 90s. And I said, what if somebody said, here's $120, man, hand it to him in one of them little church envelopes and say, hey, man.
What old Painley is trying to say is suck a dick, save a life. Love y'all.
That was smooth. I need to get a sticker saying that shit.
I tell you, this motherfucker take a day off and come back crazy as shit.
I get a sticker saying my shit.
Peace.
Peace.
His house.